Good morning. This is Joe from sunny South Florida. I hope everybody knows that it is not such a sunny South Florida day today. It's raining. I'm going in and popping in Facebook right now. We're a few minutes early, so we'll just kind of linger around. Get started in a little while. Just kind of getting in a little early. And good morning to everyone. Alright, let me get my phone on going here, and we'll get to business. Alright guys, good morning. We are live. I hope everyone has an amazing day. It is 9:54 a.m. Monday on September the 13th. Alright, it's about 81 degrees outside. They say it feels more like 90, but whatever. It's rainy, cloudy, and nasty day out. We're going to be working on the Rebel Tony Carroll dual drag kit and roadster that I got from my buddy Dave. Your Zycon's up there. It's Dan, paint, body, and detailing. Go give him a shout out if you need anything done with your vehicles. Great guy, fun guy. He's very friendly. He's very particular on how he does his stuff. So go check him out. He'll take good care of you. Alright, like, subscribe, share, follow. We'll get that out of the way and put those notifications on so that you get notifications when I'm doing things like this, lives or putting videos out on YouTube. There's a couple of new videos out on YouTube you guys need to go check out. I did the unboxing for the police car as well as the roadster and dragster set. So I hope to see everybody very shortly checking them out. Please leave me a comment, tell me what you think. I also made a new video of the PAA Live Show kind of studio right here. It had been a while. We got a bunch of updated models and stuff, so I made a new video of that. I put that out there as well. You guys can go check that out. Let's see what else am I going to be doing and shouting out. Shout outs for my Plastic Addiction Anonymous crew, Paul Lovelace, Sam Stokes, Chris Bryan, and Joe Fritz. Also the TNA group, the Model Asylum. If you guys like anything model related, go there, guys. I mean, they do everything model related there, from science fiction all the way down to many characters and cars and trucks and vans, motorcycles, tanks, military, anything military. We got a lot of great builders in that group. You all go check them out if you're not there, and vice versa for you guys at the Model Asylum. If you see this, go check out the Plastic Addictions Anonymous. They do cars and trucks and any scale there, and they don't hide their addiction. They take pictures of. Good morning, Joseph Schaefer. How are you, Mr. Sir? Everything good with you today? I was just going through the standard stuff, telling everybody to visit each of the pages and become a member. And we're on all 5 of the platforms that you see on the screen, guys. I am just kind of like waiting for people to get started. We're going to work on the dragster today, Joseph. So this is the one we're starting. Let me get my lights set up here. There we go. And my lights set up here. And there we go. Okay, we're in. All right, so we're going to be working on this kit today. We're going to be starting out. I'm not sure if I'm going to start out with the dragster or the roadster. We'll figure it out as we get in there. Oh, well, I hope you stretch it out, brother. Stretch it out. Grab some plastic and come hang with me and bring some coffee and hang out. Speaking of which, give me 1 second. I left my soda over here. 1 second. Dang it. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. We have a little place that we sit outside and smoke cigarettes at when we first get up in the morning or whatever, and we hang out there underneath the little overhang, and I left my soda out there. Can't start without soda. Alright. My coffee is done and over with. Just a little update here on the truck. This morning, I'm just going to kind of say that I did not do the decals or anything yet, but the rest of the decals are these ones that we're going to be putting on the truck here. I'm going to put them on the both sides of it. I'm just trying to make it a little fun kids type thing to where, kids look at the truck and go, oh, look, it looks fun. It races. It's got all these cool little decals and stuff on it. They want to rent the truck. So that's kind of like my version of what this truck is, a rental for kids to go have fun on a go-kart. So it came out pretty gnarly. I'm liking it. All right. Again, I'm not your everyday builder. So yeah, I'm really liking it. I'm going to have to put this light up a little more. It's a little dark outside today, guys. All right, so we're going to go ahead and open it up. And I have have Lindell saying good morning to me as well. I said my good mornings today already. I did my shout outs. I want to say again, thank you to my brothers. Thank you to my buddy Dave for sending me this kit to build here on the show. I appreciate it. I did go through, like I said, and I went ahead and did an unboxing last night. I think it was last night or yesterday afternoon or something of the kit. I tried to separate Dragster and Roadster, but I'm not quite so sure I got the parts correct. Anyway, gotta pull them out too. All right, so we're gonna just kind of pull the kits out and go from there. See which one we're gonna start first. Let's see which one do we want to start first. Do I want to start the Roadster or the Dragster? Dragster body needs to be painted, so we can start that if you want. Let's go ahead and start the Dragster. I think that's what that one is. Yeah, the Dragster is the first one anyway, so we'll start that. All right, so again, I did an unboxing, but here we got the decals. It's got nice little decals for the kit, so this ought to look pretty sharp when we're all done with it. We're doing these two kits. These are the two kits that we're doing. So we're gonna start with instruction number 1, which is the Dragster. So that's pretty cool. I wanted to do the Dragster first anyways. It's got its little paint scheme here, paint schematic here. I don't really want to do a better light job, guys, but I don't know how to get it. There we go. All right, paint schematics here, part schematic on the other side, parts list on the other side. The next shade filter is going to be number, also part name, parts 2. All right, number 1 is the Dragster engine. So we're going to start popping parts off of that and wait for people to pop in. Well, I'm glad to see you, Mr. Joseph. I appreciate that, sir. I really do, my brother. Hope you're having a good morning and got up, and I know you're stiff, but get up and stretch it off and get on with your day, my friend. All right, so we're looking for the engine parts for this. So again, the engine screw and stuff are not on the box. They are in the actual screw picture. Excuse me. Parts of the screw pictures are actually in the instructions, I thought, but they are not. So they are not in the instructions at all. So they don't give you a parts tree view. So now, again, with AMT, or I'm sorry, with Revel, sometimes you get the exact same numbers, sometimes you don't. So we're gonna look at the kit right now, and I can tell by the parts, basically, that this is the engine that we're gonna be doing here. So these two, the numbers are going to be on the parts themselves, it looks like on some of them, but I'm gonna need my magnifying glass to see them. Also, 5 rail, there's a number 5 on this rail. So there's 5, 3. So let's see, we need, okay, 7, 8, so we're gonna be looking for those. There's 707. Okay, so what do we got there? Excuse my eyeballs, guys, 105. All right, so this must be, so we need number 8. Okay, 10, 8, 5, 7, 8. Okay, so we need 4 of the 8s. And this one's gonna fall off, so before I lose it, I'm gonna take it and put it in that box before I lose it. All right, so we know we need 6s, 2s, 1s. Okay, so 6s, 2s, 1s, let's find them all. So let's see, there's 3, are we gonna need that? Cha-cha-cha. Hey, Jeff, good morning, sir. Glad to have you in. I'm just kind of like looking at the parts and seeing what's what. And there is a big difference in the numbers here, so I'm thinking that I have the wrong set here. This says Roadster on it, I think. No, this is the Dragster. That's what it is. I'm working on the wrong one, my friends. Let's get that back out of the way. Back over here, because that is going to be, this is the Dragster. Right? Yep, Dragster. Okay, so this should be the right ones now. Gee whiz, guys. That's the problem with 2 kits. And they didn't come in bags, guys, so I really didn't know what was what. So we're kind of going with it. Dave was nice enough to send this to me. I appreciate it. So let's see, we're going to be doing this. So this is the one we're doing, guys. All right. So, engine components. Let's get them together. It does appear that the engine that I need is on that one. So that's not it. That's going to be the same as that one, right? Pretty much the same. Okay, so this says it's the drag. This must be the Dragster because it's got the airbag. So that's the drag. Or I'm sorry, the parachute. So let's see. Number 4. We're trying to see, make sure we got all the right numbers. That's number 10. So that's definitely not the one we want there. So we want number 4. So we're looking for another oil pan on one of the other sprues. So I am thinking that this one is the right one here for me here. So That's number one. Got it. Okay, so yep, this is the one here we're going to need. There's number one. And the parts number are on the parts somewhere. Or on the sprue right next to it. See, there's the number two. All right, so we're going to do it a little piece by piece. On the screen, you'll see the side art and the regular box top. So it kind of gives you an idea of what each one of the things look like, the engines, so forth and so on. So now we need sixes, which are going to be these, it looks like. Another set. All right, I'm having to go through each one of these to make sure that I'm getting the right everything. So bear with me here, guys. Okay, those look like, because these numbers go all the way up to 200 and something. I want to make sure I'm getting around 66 and 67. So that's going to be the other kit. Okay, so all of the low numbers are going to be one. We have a couple of 122s in here, which are the exhausts, which are on the sprue rail here. Okay, the chrome. So let's check them out. It looks like these two here. So let's see what numbers they are. See, that's what's really screwy on this. Yeah, I need my light, guys. Watch out, because I think I put new batteries in it. So we're going through and trying to find the numbers on these. And the sprue and the numbers aren't very well done on these guys. See, I'm going to go with the pictures, because this one has a smaller. This one has the same identical set of pipes on it, so it's not going to matter which one I use. So I'm just going to go with this one. Get the light out of my face and yours as well. So I hope everybody had a good night. Everybody have a great Sunday afternoon. It kind of rained on and off here yesterday, but today it's supposed to be really cloudy most of the day and stuff coming in all day long. So I'm glad we're in here doing a little bit of building. So a little bit easy does it. There we go. All right. All right. So there's there's number sixes, 1 and 2. We're gonna do the headers and the block top. There's the block top. I'm not sure if this is the right block top. This one goes to this one. Okay. Again, we're going a little bit at a time here. All right. So these heads have these are not the right heads. These are. Okay. So, and these are number. Woohoo! That says 102, but that can't be right. I don't see another set of heads over here, do I? Yeah, there's the ones. Here's the one intake. Two pieces that goes together, 11 and 12, which are going to be those. Right, that's 11 and 12. Okay, so we're right. This is all the lower numbers are going to be for the dragster. All the higher numbers are going to be for the roadster. All right, so let's find some small numbers so we can keep them in. All right, these are the hundreds, so we can put that to the side. I'll get stuff that goes up to like the 60s or 80s. Okay, this is hundreds. All right, so other side. I'm just trying to separate the two rails, guys. That's all. Okay, so this is one that we're working on here because this is low numbers, and this is low numbers. Okay, so I think we got the kit that we're supposed to be working on here, and this would be for the roadster. Okay, we're going, guys. We're going. So tomorrow, I am going to be doing a room on Facebook as opposed to doing it here on the Facebook Live. I'm going to create a room in the morning at 10 o'clock, and you guys can come join me there, and you can either point your... Good morning, Steve-O. How are you, sir? Good morning, good morning. No worries, brother. I came in a little bit early, got a little bit of a jump start on stuff. Even though I wasn't ready, I'm still trying to find parts and stuff. I was just explaining that tomorrow I'm going to do a room as opposed to doing a live feed here on Facebook Live. I'm just going to be opening up a room. Now, you guys can point your cameras on yourself, or come bring a build and point your camera on the build, guys, and let everybody see what you're building. We're going to all do kind of like a buddy build. Mine's going to be just like normal, just here. Like so, but there won't be the icons and all those things. It'll be just pictures of whatever we're building or whatever we choose. Now, you guys with laptops or whatever phones that you're using can move around from your build to your face or whatever to show your face or whatever. if you like. But mine's going to be fixed here to the computer. But that's what I will be doing tomorrow. I think tomorrow or Wednesday. I will give everybody an update. You guys will know because I'll send notifications out right directly to the Facebook group. Back to what I was doing. We are looking for engine parts. So now I know which rails we're using. And that's not the right top that I want. This one is, if I'm not mistaken. This one is 64 and 65 on the top. So that should be these two. Yeah, that's going to be 64 and 65 are here. Got those. Because I'm going to do both of these today. We're going to try to get this engine built. At least some of it anyways. I'm going to pull this off because it's falling off. Alright, now we're looking for the smaller ones, which are probably going to be on the chrome here somewhere. A couple of the smaller parts. Cha-cha-cha. Okay, star means chrome if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Okay, so we're going to do the two different, okay, these are going to be two different engines as well, just so everybody knows. So watch your numbering. Like I said, a lot of the numbers, the only one on the engine that are going to be the hundreds is the 122s, which are both side pipes. Okay, that's the side pipes that I pulled off a little while ago because I wanted to make sure to get them off. Those are the only high numbers. Everything else is all low numbers, 1 through 10 on this one. This one has a 66, 65, 64, 67. The only, like I said, 19, 20, and 122 are the highest ones on these. So you're going to go all the way up to 67 on the top side of the engine, and you're going to put 122s on the side of it, and everything else is going to be low numbers. So everybody just remember that. So if you got a high number on something, and they are putting the numbers on some of them on the rails and some of them on the actual parts. So watch out for that as well if you're building this kit or starting this kit. I haven't built a dragster in many years. Like I said, I started back out here doing builds probably about 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and it's a lot different than it used to be. Some of the kits, like this is an older kit, I can tell because of the actual box art. I can tell this is an older kit. So I like building the older kits because they're a little more challenging, like this, finding the numbers and finding all the exact right parts and stuff is not that simple these days. Okay, so that should be number 13 right there. That should be number 13 and number 12 and number 13 shows, so we need to find those. So let's see, number 12s hopefully are going to be not on that one. The two that I'm looking for. Okay, let's see, here they go. Let's see if that's them. Again, you can't read the, that looks like 13 there to me. But you really can barely read the numbers, guys, so be careful with that too. Or is that 3? The problem with building these, okay, there is, that looks like a 5 or a 9. So let's see, that's a 6. So that's the hardest part. Like I said, there's 122s right there, guys, on this sprue. 122, we took them off of this sprue, but there's 122 right there on this sprue. So they're both the same, except for the engine components are different. They are different. All right, so I need this one, I'm sure of. That goes there. All right, I'm going to lay these out kind of where they're going to go, just to make sure I get all of them correct. All right, and that's going to be that piece. And this is, what are these? There are the 2 halves of that. All right, there is that. Goes on the top. And I see a big bowl here, which is going to be this doohickey here. It looks like number 10. Goes here, like so. Okay, we're getting there. Got both pipes for down here. Cha-cha-cha. So is everybody building, or are you guys just hanging out with me today? I know it's Monday, guys. I am going to try to stay in. Let's see, it's number 6. That can't be a number 6. That's got to be like a 16 or something. No, that's a 9. Okay, so number 9. Where's number 9, guys? Okay, number 9. Yep. Okay, I need that too. So which one was that? That was this one. That was this one. Okay, so there's number 9. That goes down yonder, just like that. All right, so that one, now I need the oil pan and the front water pump piece, which is flat. So I'm going to look for, looks like one of my valve covers there. Looks like one of my valve covers are missing. Oh no, what is that? Oh no, man, I gotta be careful with that. Watch this rod on the end here. I thought it was sprue. It's not. It's your actually steering. It's your actual steering mechanism for the rod that goes down the rod. So you guys gotta be careful with that. Watch out for that. Okay, I'm gonna need this as the back of the engine. All right, so there's that piece. Got a little screw on it, so you gotta get that up. There's that piece. Okay, so we're getting there on this, and I need the two other halves. Let's see, we need a rounder. So basically these rails, the only thing difference is some of the parts on the engine are going to be kind of different. So you guys got to watch out for that. So I'm looking for the water pump for the engine. Here's the two halves of that. 1, 2, and the bottom of that for that instructions. Okay, so we have all the parts for that one, number 1/1. And then we have number 1/2 still to do, which is putting the intake directly down on the engine itself, actually. All right, so I'm still looking for a couple of small parts. There is the belt. There's the belt there. All right. Let's see what else we got. That looks like a foot pedal. That looks like some kind of a roller. All right, so we're good with that. We know there ain't no more on that. So now we're going to look in here for the smaller stuff. We need that's the brake pedal. Again, I'm just going to go through each piece until I find the pieces that I need, and we'll go from there. So that's there. Okay, so I got that one there. That's good. There's the other belt for that one. They're identical. I'm looking at them. The belts are identical. That's another reason I'm doing this, because I want to see the belts are identical. Okay, so this guy, here's the oil pan. I'm still looking for the water pump for this. Once I find the water pump, I think we have all the parts. Okay, so there's the half ring that I saw in the back. Okay, now I need the valve covers, which looks like it's these. There they are. Okay, there's this one here and this one here. I know, this is the boring part. Oh, cool. Hang on. Hey, buddy. Glad to see you, sir. Yeah, show him up on the Model Asylum, bro. We'd love to see him. I mean, I'd love to see him. Okay, so is that the ones we're putting on here, or there's their chrome ones? Do they look the same? No, they are not the same. All right, so I'm guessing that we put the should be number 8s. No, those should be not number 8. Those are number 7s. Okay, so is that 7? No, that looks like it says 204. That says 707. All right, so we are looking for the right water pump for the right. I'm still looking for the water pump too, which should be number 3, right? Number 3. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so now all we are missing is the valve covers and those little tiny whatever they are, which are right here. I see them here, right here now. So we'll get those off too. Okay, so the valve covers are going to be these chrome ones. One, like I said, be careful with the steering mechanism. See, it's moving around on the sprue. I'm going to have to cut it off and get it out of the way to keep it safe, because it's going to get broken throwing in and out with the box, with the bottle. So let me go ahead and do that. I don't want to throw it around with the model and have it break. So let me go ahead and cut that off and put it to the side. I'm going to leave a little bit on the sprue here on it so that I get where I need to have it. Okay. I got to put this up there, get it out of the way. Okay, cool. So now we can ready to get started with the engine. Again, I got the valve covers. I got everything we need. The other valve covers should be in here. Yep. Hey, no worries, brother. No worries, Steve, man. It's all good, man. Glad to have you, man. You, Jeff, buddy, all you guys are into Joseph. I appreciate all you, man. You come when you can, guys. You talk when you can. You do what you got to do. It's all good, guys. I appreciate you guys even just stopping in for 2 seconds and saying, hi, I see you, you're on. You know, it's all good, man. I'm going to try to do this my best as I can every day at 10 a.m. And you guys are welcome to come hang out. Come say hi and pop back out. That's all good, guys. I'm serious. It's all good. Like I said, you guys have really made this adventure that I'm on an amazing thing. and I'm glad you guys are carrying on with the adventure with me. To me, it's an adventure. Everything new, every new model to me is a new adventure, especially if I've never built it already. The only thing we're missing here on these pieces are these 3 little pieces, which I will find, which is number 8, number 20, and number 21. I'll find them when we get all this together. All right, so I can put this away for now, because I know where everything's going to go. Okay, get all this thing out of my way. But I do appreciate you guys. You have no idea. I appreciate you so much coming in and just saying hi to me, and spending time with me. You spend 5 minutes of your day with me, dudes, and say hi. It's all good, man. I appreciate it. And like I always say, I do this for you guys. So when you can pop in, you pop in. When you can't, it's all good, guys. It really is. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're my family, my plastic family here, guys. And I couldn't have gone this far without you guys. So I appreciate it. My humbleness is off to you guys. I got a lot of, we have a lot of followers. I keep saying but we have a lot of followers on all the platforms. I haven't been working on the Instagram or the Twitter accounts as much as I should be. So those accounts are kind of being laggy. I don't have anything on them yet. Like I said the other day on the video, I had to recreate the Twitter account for some reason. I got blocked or something from that name or whatever, for whatever reason. So I changed it, but we're on all the platforms now and everything works good. I just have to upload some stuff to Instagram and the other one. Good morning, Matt. How are you, my friend? Glad to see you, sir. Appreciate you coming out. I'm going to build this base engine here, but I think I'm going to want to paint it red. No, actually, yeah, it's red. So we're going to put most stuff on it, I think. And I'll just paint it as I'm building it as I go. Like this was telling me to build the block first, so we'll build the block and then I'll paint the block and set it to the side. I was going to do airbrush, but that's just going to take us longer, guys. So, and I'd have to set everything up over there as well. So hang in there. We're going to build. We're starting out. We're doing the engine on the dragster now on the Revel Tony Nancy set. So if you guys on your screen, like I said, is the actual box art. As I always do, I try to put the box art on the screen so you guys know what we're working on. So it's a rainy, crappy day here, guys. So it's a great day to build. My wife is home not feeling well as well from work. So she dropped my son off and didn't feel good, so she came back home. So I'm just out here kind of hanging. Keep it quiet for her so she can get some rest and feel better. Got my little light on so she knows I'm live when she comes out of the bedroom. But we're working on the dragster tonight. I'm gonna, like I said, I'd like to paint the whole engine. Once I get the engine base together, I want to get the block together. I want to get the head intake on. I probably won't put the rear transmission drum on, the bell on, but I'll put everything on here that's gray, and the things that are chrome I'll put on last after I paint what I need to. So be aware of that, guys. We're going to kind of like be moving around a little bit on this build as well because I'm doing it a little different. Normally I would just paint it on the sprue and then have it set up, but I wanted to start this today with everybody. So again, I'm going to say it again. Tomorrow will not be a live show here on Facebook Live. It will be on Plastic Addictions Anonymous rooms. I will be creating a room tomorrow at 10 a.m. I will call it, we can just call it PAA Live, and that's what I'll call it, because it'll ask me to give it a name. You might even say Joe's Room. So just be aware of that, guys. But that will be me. And like I said, you guys can either point it at yourselves or point it at your build. It's kind of like a buddy build of sorts. You can be building your end, I can be building on my end, and we can be watching each other build and having a good old time slinging some plastic. Right now, I'm just cleaning everything up. Like I said in all my videos, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. You guys get the oopses and the uh-ohs, as well as the oh craps and other languages I try not to say here. I try to say after. But everybody knows there's that build minute where you just want to walk away from it and hopefully it builds itself, but that's not going to happen. So just take a deep breath, put it down, go play with something else, go build a different rig, go build something else, go build a different car, go make something fun. I think that's why I like doing the little motorcycles and the little cars and stuff that I do sometimes, like the flame out one that I did. That's just something for a little bit of fun. You know, a little different than normal, a little off the top, beaten path. And I appreciate Domingo sending me the airplanes. I still got another airplane to build. because my other one came out pretty nice. The Camel F1 came out pretty nice. I'm really liking it. The more I look at it, the more I play around with it. So maybe I'll get into bigger planes eventually, and you guys will see me build some planes. I am going to get one of those military, just so everybody knows. It won't be put on here, guys. One of those old Civil War kits that I saw at, what was the place I saw it at? Oh my God, not Hobby Lobby, the other one. That Paul took me to. See, my memory's so bad, guys. All right, so I'm just, one at a time, I'm taking the pieces and just making sure I'm cleaning them up some, because I know what's going on now. I am going to chrome the intake. I decided I want it chrome, and they're showing it gray. Maybe I won't. And I'm debating if I'm painting the body or leaving it the gray coloring. Because the bottom one is the dragster. It is the gray one. So this one down here is the one we're working on right now. So I'm debating on if I'm just leaving it gray. And all I really have to paint is the engine and the seat and stuff, and maybe some chassis work. I'd have to see where they go with that. So, Ollie's, yes sir. Thank you, Jeff. Ollie's, thank you. Yes, that's where I saw those. Correct. I want to go back and get one of those. Those look pretty cool and pretty fun. And again, it's a different type of build. It just puts my mind off of cars and trucks. And if you gotta, pull your mind off of something, go find something else to do. It doesn't even have to be plastic models, bro. Just go get a glass of water, go watch 15, 20 minutes of some stupid show that gets your mind off everything. Me, I like the Stooges and Laurel and Hardy and Abbott and Costello and some really old stuff, Charlie Chaplin, that kind of stuff. It really makes me just kind of like veg. It's like brain teaser that's old and brings back when I was a kid, watching it as a kid. The Little Rascals and all those. Rin Tin Tin. I don't know if you guys all remember these or not, but these are all cartoons and shows that I used to love as a kid. I guess you could say I was an older folk kind of kid because I loved the older cartoons. Betty Boop was one of my favorites. I know that sounds funny, but it was. I loved that. I loved the old Felix the Cat ones. I can remember watching cartoons in my room as a kid, building at 12 and 13 years old, building models, watching cartoons in my room. Watching them on the TV and having stereo on, playing AC/DC or Black Sabbath or Rad or something of that nature. Which I can no longer handle, by the way. I'm pretty sure that doesn't belong. Yeah, I'm just taking, like I said, I'm just trying to get it all cleaned up, and then we'll start putting it together. Once the engine's together, I'll whip out my red paint. I'll paint it. I'm going to use it with acrylic. I'm going to use acrylic on it. This one, I want it to, and my wife is going to get me some clear. Guys, what kind of clear? Yeah, man, all of them are better than today's cartoons, man. Are you kidding me, Joseph? I can't watch today's cartoons. I can't. So, I mean, it's like they can't come up with new stuff, so they got to destroy the old stuff. That's what kills me. I watch like the new Scooby-Doo and stuff, and Scooby-Doo Talks, or Felix the Cats that somebody made a remake of, and the freaking cat talks. It's like, I mean, come on, man. These cartoons didn't talk when they first came out, some of them. But I do like the Flintstones as well. I like the Rubbles. They're very cool. I like the Pebbles and Bam Bam ones. I like to watch, Hong Kong Phooey. I watched the Jackie Chan cartoon. I don't know if anybody remembers that one. That one's an oldie goldie. I watch, like I said, the Little Rascals. I watch all that stuff, man. I love it. I'm a big horror fanatic too. Horror, not horrors. Gotta watch what you say here, guys. Don't want to get banned for some stupid reason. Or blocked from live. So. Yeah, me too. We got a station down here that plays all those. So I listen to them too. Alright, just a little bit on this one where it came off the sprue, and we should be good to go. Alright, guys. We are ready to assemble in like 2 minutes here, I think. I don't see any flash on that one. I like to just clean it a little bit. I want it to look good when I paint it. And I don't want to break anything, so. This one's going to take a little while because we are going to paint it as we go along, guys. Just remember, we do have another one to build. We have the dragster to build now. So the roadster will be started, and if we have to, we'll put the roadster down and go over and start something with the dragster. Trying to figure out, is that sprue or is that on the engine? I do not see it on the engine, so it's got to be where the sprue was connected. All right, so it appears that we're about ready to build. Okay, they're telling me, excuse me, they're telling me number 1 and number 2 go together first. So there's a little square in it back here on the back side, and the front is wide open, so that's the way it goes. And the top end goes directly into the 2 pins and creates a opening, a mouth opening. We got Dave in. Did I miss Dave? I didn't miss Dave. Yes, Dave W. Winter. Yes, he's the one that gave me. He's the one that gave me the. He's the one that sent me this kit. Donated this kit to me. Get the glues out now. Let's see. I use 3 different kinds of glues depending on what I'm doing. So I use the super glue depending on the piece that I need and how fast I need it to glue. I use the clear testers for any window work that I do, and I use regular testers. My wife was beautiful to me and got me a whole thing, new thing of toothpicks the other day. So I have toothpicks. I'm ready. She got me tape, so I'm ready. I got my spray booth behind us. I'm ready to rock and roll. Oh, you're tagging him. Okay, thank you very much, Joseph. Very much. I have spoke to him. I did speak to him this morning, though, just so everybody knows. I try to say good morning to as many as I can. If you're on my friends list, I can say good morning to you. Joseph, if you're not on my friends list, please do go friend me, and I will be glad to give you a good morning as well, with easy peasy, no problem, dude. I can give. I don't mind, and I hope you guys, if it bothers you, you guys let me know, and I won't do it. But I like to get up early in the morning, say good morning to everyone. There's nothing that I expect. I don't, because I say good morning, it doesn't mean I expect you to come in and show on the show or respond or nothing. It's just my way of saying good morning to everybody, all my friends, and saying thank you very much for being my friend. And like I always say, if I can make one person smile when they first wake up in the mornings, I have done my job. I'm a happy camper. But I have 4 or 5 people that show up on my live stream to Facebook, and I feel I've done my job. So I gave you guys at least gave you guys before you had to go to work some of your plastic fix. I'm still working on I'm still working on figuring out how to do myself a plastic fix. All right, so once I get the engine block kind of done to where I want it, I am going to go ahead and, again, I can't tell if that's engine block right now. Okay. All right, so now I have the top end and the bottom of the block together. I'm going to go ahead and put the manifold together, everything, not the manifold, the headers together and everything, so they work good. Okay, so, and I know that the pipes go down that way, that goes that way. Oh, I didn't clean that up very good. See, I missed one. I didn't clean it up. Yeah, I think he's, I think, actually, Joseph, I think he's at the shop or on his way to the shop. He might be listening. I don't know. All right. So next is 2. Next is 3 and 4, which is where 3. They want me to put the front end on first. So we're going to take this a piece, and this a piece goes in this a piece, like so. All right, so all this can be, like I said, all this can be painted red because it's all red on the car. So I'm going to go ahead and put it together. Then we'll hide all the seams and seals and stuff, and I'll go from there. Because this engine's, these 2 engines are going to be shown, so they're going to have to be really cleaned up if you want them to look right, guys. You're going to have to make sure to clean everything up real nice. All right, 3, 4 is the bottom, the oil pan. So the oil pan goes on next, guys. That's what they want you to do. Just make sure your water pump and everything's all on straight so that your lines line up. All right. Make sure we don't have too much glue. Where's my... I gotta start using my toothpicks. I keep forgetting I got. So is everybody in for tomorrow being in one of the rooms, as opposed to doing a live show here? Or would you guys just prefer that I went ahead and stuck with the live show here? That looks like it's an awful short tank for this one. I think the longer one goes in here. Hang on. Let me see. There's got to be a longer one. If there's a longer one, that's the one that goes in here because it just doesn't look like it matches. Oil pan, oil pan, oil pan. I don't see an oil pan on here, guys. Not yet, anyway. Nope, I don't see another oil pan, so it's got to be the only one there is. Is this the same identical thing? No, this one does not have the square patch out of it, so we're making the right one. Ha ha ha! So maybe it's a chrome oil pan that's longer? I don't know, guys. I'm still looking for a part. Hang on. I'm talking to myself. Yes, I know you guys are listening, but I have a habit of doing that. See, I get to talk to you guys instead of talk to myself when I'm doing this stuff. All right, so that's got to be the oil pan because it's the only one I see at the moment. I want to take a quick peek at the other engine to see what it shows for an oil pan. Okay, so this is the oil pan for that one because it shows that it's shorter. Okay, so that's right, correct. Okay, so that means I need to find the other oil pan. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. I go by the pictures as well because, like I said, the numbers aren't so great on this kit, guys, just so everybody knows. They really aren't. Oh, I think I have an oil pan in here, though. Yes, I do. I got it. Ha-ha! All right, see, and that's why I carry I have these little tiny cases because there is our oil pan. Ha-ha! Told you it looked different. All right, guys. We're cruising along. And I need my engine stand, which I don't know what I did. There it is. Second one. There it is. Okay. We're going to need my engine stand as well. Okay. Right. Okay. So let's see. It's showing that it goes with the shortest part forward. So it goes like so, you guys. There's a square pin on the front, and there's a square hole in the back here. So it just pops right into that hole. The glue is already starting to tack up, so it should be fine. There's a square on each end that it goes into. Well, we're getting there. And can anybody tell me what size this engine is that I got here in my hand? I'm trying to find out. I know the one that goes with the... This one looks like a stock V8. Super stock V8, that's what this is. I had to find it on the box, man, didn't know that. Alright, so next up is, we're still following along with the instructions here. We're on number 5, I do believe. Number 5 is looks like the bell housing ring. There is a little pin, a little lip here, guys. I'm pretty sure it looks like it goes to the back side of the engine with the hook area paint moving forward, it looks like. So it would go in something like so. And it's going to line up right away with that bottom piece of the top end. See it? It's got a rounding area on it, so that's where that goes. Alright, so I'm just kind of trying to make sure everything stays on the way it's supposed to. Alright, here we go. So now I'm lining it up with the bottom of that rounded piece on the top of this. So that should go just like that. Boom. Okay, so there it is. There's the back connection for the bell housing. Now again, the bell housing, the flat part goes to the bottom. So this really should slip right into place. So where's the flat piece at? Okay, the flat piece is in the bottom. Okay, so that's where this would go, like so. So that would go something of that nature. Even though I didn't clean the top of this up, but I'm not going to put that on because, like I said, I want to paint the engine first, and I don't want to have to clean all that up. All right, so now we're going to put the valve covers and the valves on. So let's get them right. So right in here, there's two little pins, right here and right here. So now we put one side on. So we're going to put this side on, and the heads go downward. And it should snap right onto that piece right there perfectly. Yep. Okay, so we're cruising. Correctly. So the back goes this way, And the little bit of a rounded end of the cover goes to the backside, which means we did it perfectly fine. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure if Dave's going to be able to show today. He said he would if he could, but it's all cool. I told him what I was doing today. And I posted it on Facebook too. So yeah, very little glue on there. I'm just going to go ahead and put this one on there now. And I am going to go ahead and put, did I not clean that one either? Man, I didn't clean that one either, guys. Jeez, slacking. Gotta have the blower intake fit right. All right. Yeah, as you see my hand, yeah, I agree with you, Matt, fully. As you see, the way I'm trying to do it is I'm trying to keep my hands, the glue's down here, and I'm trying to keep my hands up here so I don't put my arm in it. You're right, very much right. I agree with you fully. I've done that too. I think that's just a modeler's thing, bro. I think we all do that. Same thing with paint. When I put a little dab of paint down that I'm just going to touch something up, I always end up putting my hand in it because I set my hand right where it is. So, yeah, I do that too. You're definitely a model builder if you're building a model and you end up with paint on you before the end of the done. Okay, cool. Cool. I chatted with him this morning. There, we want to make sure it's nice and, oops, dang, blasted. I pushed a little bit too hard on the bell housing. It was already starting to glue on too, and I popped that sucker off. Yeah, I usually use my tips. I have the tips. I use the tips that come with the glue most of the time, but I let them. I use them XYZ so many times, and then it's just like too much of a pain in the butt to clean them, so I throw them away. And until I buy new glue, I don't have any more. So I went to the toothpicks because I know that's a safe bet for me, especially with sometimes the way I shake. Just trying to make sure that's not a glue bump. Okay, nope, we're good. Okay, so we have that done. We have that done. So other than the valve covers, which I'm going with next, everything's going to be red, except for the chrome that's on it, I see, and the pipes have a little bit of a steel gray color to them, so I'm going to be doing that to them. You know what? I'm not going to put them on either. I'm not going to put any of that. None of that goes on. Okay, so I'm basically to a point where I just have to put the top piece together and get it on, and we can go from there. And I think I can pull I'm going to go ahead and do acrylics like I said, guys. I like the way the red comes out when I use it, so it's pretty cool looking. And then when it dries faster that way too. Like I said, my wife's going to try to get me some clear to go over the acrylic so I can start making everything shiny instead of just having it painted. I don't do primer and I don't do shine, but I don't know why. There's no specific reason. I just have never done it. And like I said, I build for me, and I love the way my builds come out, and it is therapy for me. You know, it's therapy for my hands and my wrists and my arms. So I carry on doing it because I love it too. Now that I got a little bit of glue on this seam, I can use the little bit of sanding dust to kind of close the seam off a little bit, to help close the seam off a little so you don't see it as much. And try to do it while it's a little damp still. Not damp, how should I say, just a little tacky, because then it literally jumps right into the holes, right into the seams. Kind of like that. Came out looking pretty good. Do a little bit on the back side, smooth it out, make sure that I got everything there. Yep. Almost there, guys. Almost ready for a paint job on this one. Alright, so now it's these two pieces got to go together and in as well. This probably will not be done this week, guys. As again, like I said, I want to paint the other one. I'm going to do the other one a shiny red. So it's going to need time to paint. I'm probably going to use a lacquer or enamel on that just to get that shine on it. Because I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get like clear in time to be finishing it. I'm also, by the way, just so you know, I've decided that I'm going to do a scratch trailer to haul these behind one of my cars or trucks. So you guys check that out too. I don't know when that'll be, but sooner or later it will have a trailer for it. One of them at least. All right. Now, and we still have the Freightliner one that we're doing, the camper that we're doing, the scratch build that I'm doing with that. So you guys got to check that out, as well as the chassis that I'm going to be doing that I stretched 3 inches. I already did that. We got to finish that off. I want to build the chassis and the interior and everything. And the only thing I don't have is the cab, the hood, and the sleeper. So I'm just going to build it all without those for the moment. And when I can get them, I'll just put them together on it. And I'll video that when I'm doing it. Okay, so it's pretty clean. The seams are pretty clean now. Like I said, I just try to tack it up so that when I do it, that's pretty close to being cool, dude. That's pretty much done. Just trying to make it fill in. There we go. All right, that's all filled in. Now we can make sure which one goes where. Looks like it's showing the square. There's a square one and there's one that's got a notch in it. So the square one goes to the front, guys. So, and that's where the little pin on the intake riser goes. So you would put that like so on there. So that's what we're going to do. Now the top half of this engine is gray. I see with the chrome and everything, and it looks like there's a little bit of red on the injector, on the air intake riser. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on as well and paint it red. And like I said, it's acrylic, so I can always clean some of it off fairly easy. All right, so basically the engine itself, I'm going to do that last too because I'm going to paint that totally black first. It's going to go right in there like that. Now, this is the tricky part, getting this to where it sits down properly. Yes, because that's where it goes. It goes with the plate first, dummy. Okay, get the plate on. Okay, so there's all your risers. See, I gotta sand it down a little bit because it doesn't. The seams are holding it up. So I want to do a little sanding on this, just to smooth it out. Hey, Dave, how are you, sir? Glad to have you, man. We are working on the dragsters you sent me, brother. I'm loving it. I am building the engine, and then we're going to paint it today. And tomorrow we're going to be doing a room as opposed to a live like this. So I get to see if you guys want what you're building and building with me and so forth and so on. As this gets drier, I will come around and try to get all of the seams down and closed off, because I know it's an engine that's going to stand out. So it's got to be nice and smooth and well done. All right, so let's get the bottom half of the intake riser on. Put more glue down there. All right, so again, this is the dragster version, I think. I'm just going to go on the sides here, because that's where it's going to touch the other pieces of plastic. All right. So again, there's one way for this thing to go on. Get that center piece, and then I'll put them both on at the same time. All right, there's nice glue all over that. On my fingers as well. You got it. All right, again, the front goes one way. There's only one way for this to go on because of its shape. So you should be able just to stick it right on. All right, guys, make sure that this is level because this is where your engine is going to show right off the top and front. So you want to make sure it's level. Okay, so this piece, that's not the right one. I'll tell you that right now. This one is the right one. It's got the square on it. It's not hard to find, okay? But just so everybody knows, I'm not putting this on because I don't want to glue that stuff on yet. But I am going to go ahead and glue this to this, and then we can paint this whole thing up as well as this. I'm going to leave gray. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that together, but I'm going to leave it gray, and we can go ahead and paint this engine up. And later today or tomorrow, maybe even later tonight if I have to, while you guys aren't with me, I will go ahead and finish the engine off so that tomorrow we can start with number 2, because this is just the engine portion at this point. The front has the water pump on it, which gets the square, and it sits right down into place just like that. It looks great, guys. It is nice and straight. I know you guys can't see that, but it is nice and straight. The seam lines all look good. When it's all dry now, I can sand it on down. And I did not put the valve covers on again because I want to paint all this red, which I'm going to start doing in a minute. And I got to stop hitting that transmission housing if I can. All right, so there's chrome that goes on the back here, chrome that goes on the back here, and this is gray on the car itself, so I'm leaving that gray. So this can all be painted black, or I'm sorry, red. And right now it won't sit in my engine tray, probably until I put the transmission bell in it. It won't even sit then, but we'll figure it out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and figure out a way to hold this so I can do the whole thing, which it looks like that I can get a, no, that's too thick. Let's try a thinner one. There's a thinner one difference. Right? Yeah, there's a thinner one. Let's see if that'll work. Nope. All right, so we are going to finagle something in this hole to hold it tight while I paint it. That should do. So I'm just going to use a pair of scissors. I'm going to grab my red paint, and I will be right back and grab me a splatter and a brush. The red body, I am gonna go ahead and go over to the airbrush and spray booth and do it red from the airbrush. That I do want to do. I'm not sure, like I said, if I'm painting the body or if I'm leaving it just the gray color, because it looks pretty close to the gray color as it is. Let's see it a little closer here. So, like I said, it does look, you know, like the body is pretty cool. So it's pretty close. It is a bit lighter, but I think I'm going to leave it at. I'm sorry to hear you're not doing so good, my friend. I said I send you good thoughts all day, every day, brother. And hope everything turns around. I do. I hope everything turns around for you soon, brother. All right, so there's that, guys. Let me grab my paint real quick. All right. Grab my brush. See which one I want to use. I keep forgetting my cord is long enough to go over there to my stuff, so. But I keep forgetting that. All right, so we got everything out of the way. We're going to go ahead and paint now. I'm going to find, maybe this will work. That's craziness. Just flat out craziness, man. What am I going to use? I'm going to use this. Hey, look at that. I found one. Found something. All right. This is actually a computer chip tool that I'm using here, by the way, guys. And this will dry probably, we're almost done with our show, guys, but I'll hang around for a little while we paint this up, and then we'll discuss other things. I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody to like, subscribe, share, follow, hit that notification button. Get that off a little bit. Hit the notification button so you know when I'm on or when I'm doing live shows or when I put stuff out. If you guys have not checked out the YouTube page in the past couple of weeks, go check it out. Subscribe if you would, please. Let me know you were there and what you think of the videos. I did go ahead and upload a bunch of videos. Dave, any information or anybody needs anything from Dave at excuse me, Damn Paint Body and Detailing. Their information is in the description of the videos. Please go check them out. Phone number, address, and if you give them a call, I'm sure he can talk to you and let you know what basic's going to cost. The man he's very nice. Give him a yell out. If I was closer, I'd be going to visit him for sure. So you guys gotta give him some love. Let him know that you saw me here on Facebook or on YouTube. And he'll let me know. And I'll give anybody a shout out that mentions me. I'll give him a shout out on the show. Alright, so I just keep checking to make sure that I didn't move anything because it was kind of, there we go, okay. So I just decided to hold on to the bell housing adapter. So, and paint. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm smoothing it all out as I go. I really wish I could set up something over there for the airbrush. I guess I'll have to figure something out eventually, because I know you guys are going to want to see that. I'm not the most famous or best painter, not famous, but not the most adaptable painter in the world, but I do try. So, like I said, I'm not your normal, everyday model builder. I'm just a guy that likes to sling a little bit of plastic, and I'm still having a problem with this dang bell housing. I'm going to go ahead and put the top. So that'll work. So I don't have to keep touching that bell housing. So we are working on the Revel Tony Nancy Dragster Roadster Kit. My buddy Dave Morpar Winter sent for me. So I'm just trying to, yeah, that's going to look pretty good. It might take a small sanding, very lightly, and then maybe another coat, but I will do that and get that done offline so you guys don't have to sit and wait for me to finish that. I'm trying to do as light a coat as possible and move it around so that it doesn't get rid of any of the detail. Like I said, I'm only using acrylics here, so I don't have a massive mess to clean up in an hour. So, but I will be, like I said, painting the body with the airbrush. If I can film it, record it, I will. If not, I guess that's something that you guys won't be able to see. I would like to try to get you guys to see. Maybe one of you guys that airbrush is really good can give me some tips on how to start things out. It's been a long time since I've airbrushed, and I never was very good at it. I have to admit that. I'm actually better with a rattle can than I am with an airbrush for some reason. And I know the airbrush comes out a lot nicer, so I'd really like to be able to use that. Alright, so we are getting there. Alright, so it's getting there. It should look pretty sharp. Yeah, I was thinking about that, Joseph. I probably will end up painting it. I have gray, so I'm probably just going to end up painting it with the gray that I have. It does look like an off-white gray type paint job, so maybe I can get it to do that. There we go. I made the bell housing loose, so now I'm fighting it to get it to sit still while I'm trying to paint it. The bell coupler, I guess I would call it, not the bell housing. I want it red around the rim as well, because that's not what sticks out there. So, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. You guys come and hang out with me, sling some plastic. I appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoy the shows. Again, I do this for you guys as well as me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love having friends come in and say good morning and hi and all that stuff and build with me. Don't take me wrong. But I do this for you guys to have some place to go that's safe and easy. I'm not a, oh my God, I got to do it perfect, as you can tell, or one of those rivet counters. I'm not a rivet counter and that kind of stuff. So if you're a rivet counter and stuff, just scroll on. You know, appreciate having you. But we don't need that kind of drama. We don't want any fun plastic slinging. I'm going to go over it like one more time in a couple of seconds. I think I got it basically coated. That's all it was. I just wanted to get a nice light coat on it. Yeah, that's good. I think we're good. I think it's going to look great. I'm going to be cleaning this up and going and getting the top end painted. Alright, basically we got the engine block and housings ready to be put the rest of the stuff on. Alright, I'm kind of digging it. Alright, I'm just looking for stuff that you guys can't see in the light, is why I'm keep going over little tiny spots, because I see something that I missed or something. I'm trying to do it so light. All right, and anywhere that I put chrome or something on will be cleaned off before I put the chrome on, of course. Yep, see, like right in there between the riser and the Heads. There we go. All right, got that part. All right. Basically, guys, we have. See, that's the piece I was looking for that I'm missing right there. See, missed that piece. Now, again, I do things differently than most people do. I like using my acrylics. It's easy cleanup. The colors that I can make with it, the colors that I have with it are great. I do use these, like I said, you see all these paints over here. I got all these paints over here that I use. I do also use regular enamels. I have them in a drawer down here from testers and all that, as well as spraying. All right, so I think we're okay. I don't want any in there. So I think we're okay for this for now to let it sit and dry. And go on to the next thing. So I'm going to poke this in my little stand here, and that's where it'll go. All right, I should have a water thing over here already. Yep, there it is. All right, cool in there. Let's roll this up, and we move on. Okay, so we can't do anything else with the image, so let's move on to the next step, and we'll talk about that, and then I'll be out of your guys' hair for the day. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that came in: Joseph, Dave, excuse me, Jeff, Steve, Matt. Oh, I thought Steve was in. Steve's in. There you go, Steve-O. I was in. Buddy, I appreciate you guys all coming in, man. I really do. That's awesome. I see we're down to 2 viewers again. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're down to 2 people on still. That's cool. I appreciate you guys coming in. I will finish up number 1, and tomorrow in the room, I will be doing number 2, which is starting out on the chassis. All right. So, and I'm pretty sure that all of this is going to be black, except for the tank. I think I want to do the tank chromed. I want to make it look like a metal tank. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Yeah. No, I get that. I do. And I don't have a gauge on my spray, but I do have a little nozzle adjuster. So that's how I do that. With an airbrush, yeah, I have lots of airbrushes. Some of this are airbrush stuff. This is for airbrush. I created that. It's actually it is exactly like milk, kind of a milky consistency. So Chris Bryan kind of helped me out on that one, on how to get the paints together and how to make sure that they're at the right consistency. It flows pretty good. My Pink Panther came out really good. I did 3 of my MPC Trick Trike series with the airbrush, and they came out really nice. So I really do want to go back in and start doing more airbrushing, because the paint job does come out a lot better. And I'm more happy with the build. I don't know, more happy, one of those words. So we're going to be getting into the rest of the chassis on number 4 and 5 are going to be the wheels. 4 is finishing off the chassis with the drive, with the steering mechanism. And I think there's 6 in each one of these instructions, if I'm not mistaken. No, there's 7. Okay, so there's 7 in the dragster, and then we move on to the roadster, which is 7 as well. Okay, so we've got a ways to go, guys. We're only working on number 2. So, and once I build the chassis and stuff, it's going to have to sit overnight so it doesn't move around and stuff while I'm doing it. And then we can build these little parts and have them ready to go on, as well as the front end on number 3 on Wednesday. Now, if everything goes good on the room tomorrow, and we decide that we're going to do a room on Wednesday, I will post that. I will let everybody know about that as well, probably in my good mornings to whoever I give a morning to. I rattle can most of my body so far. Like I said, my motorcycles, my trick trikes, they all got airbrushed when I did those. But yeah, I try to do some. But again, I'm doing it in my living room, and I really don't want to spray all kinds of chemicals and stuff in my living room, so I do acrylics. And sometimes they don't come out shiny, but I know I can buy a clear coat to go over to make it shiny. I just haven't done so yet. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out with me. I love you. I'm humbled by how much you guys actually come out and hang out and talk to me and follow. And I appreciate all of your love on the groups and on YouTube and all the platforms that I put us on. Again, I'm just trying to get our name out there so that we grow with the right people. We're not public because we want the right people. We want model builders or collectors, and we don't want all the other, chit chat and BS that's in a lot of groups. And I don't want any problem from anybody getting banned, so I have specific rules. And as long as you follow the rules, guys, have fun, man. Do whatever you need to. I also want to tell the Model Asylum that breakfast will be served by Wednesday. I will be doing it once a week, so you guys keep an eye out for that as well, because I will be tagging up to 25 members in each one of the breakfasts every week. It will be a new tag for a new person. Thank you, Joseph, for coming in. I thank you, Soraya. We're going to do my best to have a good day. So again, like I said, check out all of our platforms. If you have any problems finding me, please feel free to PM me. If you're not one of my friends on my private messaging, please go become one. Go ask me to join. And I will, of course. All right, everybody. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Everybody have an amazing day. Oh, hey, Kevin. What's happening, brother? I just realized you popped in and had a couple of words. Sorry about that, babe. I appreciate everybody, and I hope everybody has a great day. I will be back in here tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. We will be doing it in the rooms as opposed to being here live streaming directly to Facebook. So you guys check that out. Okay, let's see how that goes tomorrow. For you guys that have cameras, come on, check it out. Come with me and show me what you're building. Or show me your pretty face in the morning. Love you guys. Appreciate it again. I thank everybody from the heart for coming in and watching me. And I will see you guys in the morning. I haven't gone as far as fades yet. I have tried and I've practiced, but I haven't quite gotten the cojones, so to speak, to put it onto a rig yet or a car. I have to fade the police car though, because I noticed it's got a little bit of a white fade to it between the two dark blues. So I will be doing that. Like, subscribe, share, follow. I'm out here, guys. I hope everybody has a great day. Love y'all. Appreciate you coming in. I will see you tomorrow, and you'll see me lurking around on the team, on the groups today. I'm out, guys. Peace.